live right now on Twitter. So hopefully you all can see it. And what I'm showing you live on my dashboard on Twitter is your social media analytics. And they're mine. And hold on. Hold on. So click. Thank you. Somebody clicked that link and then y'all said, thank y'all so much. And so this is cool. And this is what we do dynamically. So this is the analytics page right here. And the categories that I'm talking to you all about, let's see. So I've been able to do this for a long time, you all. So it requires, this is a whole nother class, y'all, teaching y'all how to stream into social media management and how to leverage the tools here. Yes, a whole vibe. It's levels to this, y'all. And so I don't want everybody to be like, whoa, what she just do? But yeah, we do this. And so this is all available. You have this stuff here on Twitter. You have this stuff with other video coders and stream keys and stuff like that. So remember, I'm a non-techie tech, so I look for the solutions and systems. So what you're seeing right now as I'm teaching analytics to you all, I'm streaming to 4 different platforms right now. I'm streaming to Twitch. I'm streaming to YouTube. I'm streaming to LinkedIn and Twitter. Those are the 4 platforms that I'm streaming social media management and analytics to right now, and understanding my Twitter analytics. And so, and this is a live demo that we're doing right now. Cool. So going in and talking to you more about these analytics, I wanted to show you these categories. So right here, you'll notice and I'm embarrassed to show y'all that this is my line. So my tweets are down 37%. My tweet impressions are up 32%. My profile visits are down 32%. My mentions are down almost 60%. And my followers are up 5,220, up 778. So then I go here and I start to look at my top tweet. My top tweet is over here. My top mention is here. And start to look at that right side. Then I start to look at my top follower. So thank you, Columbus Short ETH is my top follower right now with 262,000 followers. And then I start to go into understanding the summary for January 2023 so far. I understand how many tweets. I understand my tweet impressions, my profile visits, how many people mention me, and my new followers this month. Now, why that matters to me and my top tweet is because I go down and I am able to see how I compared to last month in December. So this is when we talk about business and we're talking about business acumen. This is some things that I want to share with you all, and being engaged in your business and looking at what you're doing here on Twitter. So if you'll notice my tweets, now this is I'm self-reporting to you all. 600 last month, look at there, 317. So guess what? It's no wonder that my tweets are down, my profile visits are down, my mentions are down. I'm doing half of the performance that I have done in December and January. So I just did a tweet comparison in that tweet number. And then exactly, they can't say I didn't tell them. That's right, Joshua. And then the tweet impressions, again, 131,000 versus 135. So that's good. But, and then I'm going to take you down. Wait a minute. Now I can see December even. Hold on. Because you always want to look at yourself in 90 days. So you're like, Yaeunda, really? Yeah, she's pretty deep like that. There's November right there. I'm just saying. So now you want to look at, so I always talk to people about their 30, 60, 90-day plan. Okay, in business. And you can call it whatever you like, but 30, 60, 90-day plans allow for you to forecast your business. Remember, I started the new year out with creating a master class on budgeting, on forecasting, and your vision. So I'm going to pause for a moment because I'm in a flow and I can keep going like Neo through this, but I want to ask some real questions because there's more here that I'm going to show you. Any thoughts, any questions? Okay, y'all. So, again, absolutely, there's levels to this. I've been doing this for a while now, and I'm glad that y'all are appreciating your learnings today. So, let's keep going. So, as we're going, and I'm scrolling up now, and I'm able to see across here these 5 key performance indicators. But what does all these things mean? Well, let's see tweets. Let's see my tweet performance. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm telling on myself. Now we're getting into your tweet activity because that's what it means. So start looking at. So when I started, y'all, and I can take you back. So a couple different things to familiarize yourself with is first, I create a portfolio. This is I'm just taking y'all through this. Here you can export your data. So I create a portfolio of performance over the last year, right? So going 6 months back, I pulled together and you'll see that you have your 28 days in your calendars. And you can select your range, you can customize and all those things. But like I'm here and I'm looking at September 20, and this is look, I want y'all to see something on growth and intentionality. So here this is my September tweet performance that I just showed you. So I want you to notice over here, these are the bars. So I was getting 2,000 impressions, 4,000 impressions, 6,000 impressions. And so now you'll notice that that's September. So that's 53,005 impressions. You'll notice that my engagement was 5%. These are some other key performance indicators that I looked at. So this is very critical as I change through and show you why. October. So October, wait a minute, it just went to 5,000 tweet impressions. So really, Yaeunda? So wait a minute, pay attention. So again, in September, it was just 2,000. And all they could show me was 2,000, 4,000, and 6,000. That means in a 30-day, my impressions were getting 1.8 thousand impressions per day. Okay. That means who's seeing your content? October. Look at there. Now I no longer see that 4,000. Now I'm going big time. Now I get a chance to see those 5,000. And that's now the new bar. And now it grew to 2.8 thousand impressions. And remember, this is organic, what I was doing. So, let's look at November. November, here's the 2, the 4, and the 6 back because I didn't have a lot of performance but whatever I was doing here, I should go back and see what I was doing here, but keep moving. Okay. Now, December. Wait a minute, December I hit the 10,000 mark. So no longer am I seeing the 2, the 4, the 6. I'm seeing the 10,000 and the 20,000 bar. Okay. And that is for impressions. So if you notice, it went from 1.8 thousand impressions per day to 4.2 thousand in December per day, leading at to 130,006 impressions. How many people are seeing your content? Is your content making it to the intended audience? And now we're going into January. We're at 5.5 thousand impressions. So what this says is now we're to an impression point where we can talk to brands about making sure that their product gets seen because you now have these many impressions. So as now, if you start to look at your analytics, you have 5.5 thousand, you have 10,000 impressions. So now we start to add our impressions together. Okay, I know I'm talking to y'all about this kind of strategy. But I also export my data because I want to see my tweets by day. I want to see my tweet. I just want to get into the granularity and really analyze the business. So there's levels to this, y'all. So it's just one thing to come on and tweet. It's another thing to look at the overall performance of your tweets. And so that I'm taking you through right now. I'm going to pause for a moment and see if there's any questions yet. Okay. So now I am going to show you these other screens that I am working on. And so this tweet impression, and why this tweet impression is so important is because it allows for you to see your top tweets. So I want to take you, before I get off of this, I want you to see some things here. Here's impressions. So the number of times, see, you hover over it and you self-teach, you self-learn through this piece. Welcome to the stage, GP. And so you have your tweet impressions, and it tells you the number of times users saw that particular tweet. Engagement. Engagement is the total number of times a user has interacted with a tweet. This includes all clicks anywhere on the tweet, including the hashtags, the links, the avatars, the username, the tweet impressions, the retweet, the replies, the follows, and the likes. It's all about engagement. And the engagement rate. So from this particular tweet 9 minutes ago, it has 162.2% engagement. You're like, whoa, Yaeunda, so what should a good engagement rate be? Well, you have to know where you're starting at first. And it has a starting point. So most people say anything over 5% is a good engagement rate. Anything over 5%. So what I'm talking to you about is really looking at these analytics and deciding how these analytics can work for you. But I want and so we can start going through your engagement rates, the number of engagements, clicks, retweets, replies, follows, and likes divided by the total number of impressions. Okay. And I can see this if you like your stuff in like a graph. This is graphing it and showing what your engagement rate is. This line is where I try to stay above. Believe it or not, that line is my measurement line for performance. And every time it seems like the line just gets higher and higher and higher. That's kind of like our performance. And our level of knowledge and understanding is that once the line was here, but as our education and as we get to continue to iron sharpen iron with each other, our performance gets better. When we start to look at link clicks, again, who's clicking on what you're communicating? And you're able to see how many clicks you average. Then you're able to see retweets without comments. And that's part of your engagement. So on our average, I get about 40 a day. And how many likes I get on average. On an average day, I earn about 100 likes a day. And then replies, 23 replies per day. So this is our people engaging with you, your brand, our people engaging with your content that you're writing about your brand. So then I can start going into top tweets, and I just click this button called top tweets. And let's see what the top tweets were. And so going into top tweets from a higher engagement rate of 12%, remember anything over 5% for engagement rate is good. So you want to go in here and just see and do more of this. Whatever got you this engagement, right? Do more of that, because that is your curve. It's telling you do this, your engagement is going to improve, and people are going to see your product. Okay. Now, and you are the product, or you provide the service. Now, tweets with replies. And again, the engagement rates and understanding the engagement rates. And we just talked about comments and we talked about retweet. And when you comment and retweet it, look at that engagement rate. I'm going to go quiet for a moment. Go ahead, see Madame. All right, see you around soon, buddy. You got the link. Go ahead and hit the link. You got it. Thank you so much for what you contribute, Seema Down. It's wonderful to have you here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. And so you all, just taking you through this level of like support and showing you what's behind, but I got more to show you, right, on this. So there's so many levels to these analytics, and I'm giving you very, high level as much as I can. And I'm doing some surface drilling in, and I haven't necessarily told you how to put it all together yet. And so here we're going into videos. What? Yaeunda, you got videos. That's right. So under that more button, there's stuff in there. So more. So go in there and see. So one of the things that I always look at is the scaling. So on 100% scale, how is it weighted? Weighted measures, weighted measurements, because everything isn't giving equal distribution to the weight, right? Real talk, y'all. In social media management, not everything is weighted, right? So when it becomes weighted from a percent of 100%, say 35% weight is given more, and I don't know this to be a fact, but I'm using this as an example, is weighted more for videos. And then 20% is weighted more towards words, and 20% or 15% is weighted towards short form, and then 10. So that's what I mean about weighted until you get to 100% scale. So from a weight perspective, one thing is certain, and I know this, right? And I haven't gone full in on it, but y'all ready for this alpha? And it's videos. So all of this innovation that is happening. So I do videos under 10 seconds. That's it. I do videos under 10 seconds. I do voice under 10 seconds. Okay. And so I want you to pay attention to a couple things that you're seeing on the screen. So I want you to see your video activity. And my video activity gets about 1.2 thousand views in a month. And I don't do many video activity. I might do maybe 1, 2, but these are creating my video shorts, my voice shorts here on Twitter. And because I do those video voice shorts, I want you to look over here for a second. On the right-hand side, you'll see trends. And the trends are about a couple things to measure: minutes viewed and total completion, retention. So what you're creating, are you capturing and retaining your target audience attention off of the videos? Whoa, okay, that seems simple enough. So here is a video voice. video voice of 5 seconds, 134 views, and it had 40% completion rate. Wow. I'll take that all day long, right? Of course, you want people to see 100% of what you're creating, but it's okay. And so here, what I look at is 3.6 thousand on average get started on clicking this 5-second video or this 9-second video. And of that, they start out and the video starts to go 25%. So man, I'm losing almost 50% of my listening audience in this 5 seconds, this short seconds. How many people make it to the end? Whew. Oh, there's hope. 475 people made it to the end of, on average, in a 28-day time frame. So again, and it's simple just to engage with folks. So it appears that if you do more voice and video, that people will engage with your content more, which has a higher rating, which pushes up on the impression screen so that people see your content. I'm going to go on mute for a moment. See any questions? Go ahead, Joshua. No, so I can go to YouTube. The question was, does YouTube track the analytics the same? And so every platform is going to have key performance indicators to be able to show you like how to understand your social media game. The best way I can tell you is your social media game. So I'm gonna go on mute for a moment, and this is a great question. I want to say welcome, Meta Sands and Alpha Psi. How are you? Look at you, Alpha. You nailed that. Absolutely nailed that. And that's why data analytics and understanding even how to retrieve your data. So you may have your data on, and everybody has data on every platform. There's data there of wherever you've been, your data's there as well. So if you go to, if you go to any website, you got data. And so you have to learn how to retrieve your data. And that's one of the things that I love teaching here on Twitter is where's your data, right? And so every social media platform has that data, and you have to request a copy of your data so that you're able to do what you want with your own data, similar to what maybe others do with your data, social media management. So maybe you can sell your data. Go ahead, Alpha. This is wonderful. Talking to the community about their data and analytics and tracking tweets, home, and understanding your data. This is great, everybody. I love the conversation taking place. And yeah, we can continue to unpack it and take the conversation to a whole nother level. I absolutely love it. Good morning, GP. Go ahead. We're doing well. How are you? Oh my God. Oh, you told me that already because I love SAP. Most people don't know SAP to the, and that is, man, like SAP, you can drill down and impact in milliseconds. I'm trying to tell you all because it gives you that granularity insight when you're able to drill and impact just that second. I mean, peel back real time and having everything report in. Oh man, that's good stuff right there, that analytics. So, Alex, you had your hand up. Go ahead. Okay, perfect. Very well said, Chris. Listen here, the first thing I do, and besides brush my teeth in the morning, is roll over and look at analytics. I'm just trying to tell y'all that's the first thing I do is look, and I look at analytics on most platforms first because again, it's like a signal to you all where you want to go first. And I'm just breaking it down for y'all and giving y'all some info from a business coach. This is exactly how I play business. Go ahead, GP. And that's how we grew up in the business expectations is that literally trust but verify, right? Trust but verify. And so there's so many ways to say that, but you got to peel back all of those layers. So if you look at your screen, I'm taking you now to another area of where you play. It's called the Media Studio here on Twitter. So you say, wait a minute, where's the studio at? Where's the studio at? Yeah, there's a studio, media studio. And so I am showing you my media studio library and I am showing you my producer. So my producer is where I go in and I talk to my producer about the sources of my code that I'm able to stream in here. And so my broadcast can be live and I can set my live up by just doing, I just did this live and it's public right now and it's broadcasting through. So as you can see right now, that is how I am able to use another key to stream to this platform so that you're able to see. So this is a picture within a picture. Yeah. And so you can also schedule your events ahead of time and have them auto populate. Y'all be like, yeah, I'm doing a live. No, she just pre-scheduled some things, right? And I can do that here. I can also create the broadcast here to come live. So I am streaming live to you all. And I can end it at any given time, edit it, do some other things. So you'll see in August 2022, I was streaming through here. So when I say I've had stream for a while, I've had stream for a while and been using it. So here's some insights. So you're like, well, Yaeunda, tell me about your audience. So guess what? This is where it gets, I know y'all like, I could show you your audience and show you some of this on the other too. Right. So this helps me to see my dates of engagement and where my followers are. But I can also drill by time as well as conversations taking place. So based on the insights, and videos, it shows me my tweets and the peak hours. So when I come on, what I know about my my prime audience is that my prime audience that engages with the content the most come in at 11 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. So if I was to change my time at 11 a.m., then I would have more folks engaging with our content and our product. And that's how you're able to look at the conversations. And by the way, I break it down by hour or I can download it by minutes. Okay. Y'all like, Yaeunda, you looking at this thing by minute? Pay attention to the screen, y'all, and what you can do, right? and the power of Twitter that's in your hand. So again, when I talk about, we just talked about SAP.io, right? And we talked about the business acumen. And when you're able to impact by the minute and you have a coach that understands how to impact that product, again, there's levels to this, y'all. I'm gonna go on mute for a moment and get some thoughts, some questions that you may have. Yeah. I love the conversation. Yeah, so we're still putting the icing on the cake for that particular event. And once our venue, then we will announce the specifics around it. But yeah, that's a collaboration with Mistress Money and team and education. You're absolutely right. And so the road show begins. So it is time to take it on the road. So digital agent road show is coming, brokerage road show is coming, and verification is coming, and it's all in one. So you're absolutely right. So now it's time to go and meet the folks. Good call. GP? Yeah. Yes. Yes. That was awesome, GP. Thank you so much. That was awesome. And so we have some hands up. So, Chris, who's next? I guess. Mhm. That's right. That's
That is so amazing. I love iron sharpens iron in the genius room. Like you never know who you're gonna meet up with. And Pamela, amazing, amazing, amazing lady. Like she is crushing it over there in Tezos and doing like in this whole art world and the beauty behind the artists in the community. So give her a follow, connect with her like you won't regret. Like I love going into Pamela's spaces and hanging out and Brenda and just amazing. The energy and the welcome. Like Pamela, good job. Thank you so much for coming in, Queen. Like, and she's a hoot too. She is funny. Ooh wee. And she gives it to you good. So I love it. And you have just really propelled and I see what you do with the team over there. So good job, Pamela. Man, you're awesome. Thank you. It is. It is. Woo! Uh, oh, I love it. I love the energy. I absolutely love the energy. This is amazing. I'm trying to, it's fire. It is so fire. And so, to the audience, like we are having a great time. As you see, this is where we network and iron sharpens iron. And if you're in the space, it's not an accident you're in the space, it's the genius room. And literally, just think about it. We're talking about building the future and we're building it together, right? And we're building the future, but we have our IRL lives, like our in real lives. And so it takes a genius type of mentality in order to keep them separate, but continue to build towards the future. So geniuses, well done. Speakers, well done. And listeners, well done. You know, we're at that time where we start winding down the room.
And so we will finish up at 8 o'clock. But if you still take a look at your screen, because there's so much to drill into, I can't show y'all everything. So there'll be a part 2 to continue to peel back these layers. And I can do this on most platforms because, again, I analyze how I play. Remember, the first thing, brush my teeth, and then I'm looking at analytics. So take a look and see this amazing like stuff that we're going through and talking. And when I click on just this one, and I'm going to click on this one, oh my goodness, here's the details. So I just gave you high level, but I want you to see what's inside these details. So you got you can find out when people do engage with your posts, what are they doing? So are they looking at your profile clicks? Are they retweeting your content? Are they replying to your content? Are they liking it? Are they looking at detail explain? So if you start to put some alt text in your things, it like they're reading your alt text and, oh, okay, they're engaging with it. So it tells you again what to do more of. I like going over to the videos and seeing from the videos. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. So when I go into my video, and you can do this in your tweets too, as you're continuing to look at them and see who's engaging with them. So your tweet and replies, again, you can click inside your tweet and replies, and you can get more information on the impressions and how it came to be that you were able to get those impressions. So everything is all about measure how you play, measure as you look at it, engaging with your audience, and just being intentional about engaging with your audience. So if you look here and you start to say in the videos, I just want to show you again how you can click inside of the videos and you're able to show the start and where they started to drop off. But look at this, the video views, the minutes viewed, the total number of minutes users spent viewing the video, the percentage completed, and call to action clicks. So call to action clicks are very big. And so companies are starting to allow for you to add those call to action. You'll see them more in paid advertisement, that those call to action, but some platforms like LinkedIn do allow for you under your business page to have a call to action. And this is part of the whole piece of talking to your audience. What do you want them to do next? They viewed it, so what do you want them to do? And that's the call to action. Again, now, speakers, it's been amazing. It's been wonderful. We got so much alpha in the space. We got wonderful leaders. It's just, this is good. It's been a great day. I want to start with you all, co-hosts. Any thoughts on today? Yes, I can hear you.